Greetings of the day. I am Dr. S. Esther Juliet Sujatha, Associate Professor of English, Sujatha College for Women, Salem 16. In this video, we are going to see the significance of the Restoration in England. The Restoration period starts from 1660 to 1700. Charles I had been detected and beheaded in England. So then England was ruled by General Oliver Cromwell. He has ruled England for 11 years. This period is known as Commonwealth period. During this period, the Parliament governed the Parliament and under the direction of the Puritan General Oliver Cromwell. There was confusion reigned supreme in England after the death of Oliver Cromwell. So Richard Cromwell, the son of Cromwell, came to power, but he is incompetent and he wants to retire from politics. So General Monk sensed the discontentment of the people and he communicated with Charles II. So Charles II restored the throne of England. He ascended the throne on 29th May 1660. That starts the restoration of England during the period of Charles II. Charles II's return. Let us see the significance of Charles II's return. Charles II's return indicates the end of the protectorate and the resumption of the Stuarts dynasty. So it is a period restoration of parliamentary democracy. During Commonwealth period, there was only one house, that is House of Commons. During the reign of Charles II, the House of Lords was restored. So this is the prominent significance of Charles II's return. Restoration of the rule of law. So during this period, Court of King's Bench, the Court of Common Pleas, the Court of Exchequer and the Court of Chancery functioned freely. Charles II never interfered in the activities of these courts. The king could not legislate or levy taxes without the permission of parliament. So he has to depend on parliament for everything to implement any tax on people. The restoration of local government. It is one of the prominent significance of restoration of England. During the reign of Cromwell, there was imposition on martial law. So it has curtailed the powers of the justices of peace. But during Charles II's arrival, justice of peace functioned independently. So it is a prominent part of Charles II during the restoration of England. So there was Convention Parliament. The Convention Parliament placed on the throne. It passed many important acts. The first one is the Act of Indemnity and Oblivion. That is, it has granted general pardon to the participant of civil war, and there was regicide happened on Charles II. Those people were imprisoned for life. Then there was barbarous revenge was taken, Ireton and Bradshaw. Their bodies were unearthed and their heads were cut off, and it was displayed on Westminster Hall. So this was done by the Convention Parliament. Next one is Cromwell's army was disbanded. That is, the soldiers were paid a lump of compensation. During the lands of the royalists were confiscated. Their lands were returned to them. So this was one of the prominent work done by Charles II during the Restoration period. The Convention Parliament granted Charles II an annual income of £1,20,000. The Navigation Act of 1600 was reenacted in 1651, and it has developed the British Navy and also trade. So there was Cavalier Parliament. The Cavalier Parliament period is between 1661 to 1679. The Convention Parliament dissolved in 1661. There were new elections were held. New Parliament continued nearly for 18 years. This is known as Cavalier Parliament. There were many series of acts because of Clarendon Code. So, what is Clarendon Code? It has implemented many acts. The first one is the Corporation Act. The Corporation Act was implemented in 1661. It compelled all the members of Parliament to become the members of Church of England. Next one is the Act of Supremacy. Act of Supremacy was implemented in the year 1662. So it has compelled the clergymen they have to use church prayer book. Those who violated the rules they will be dismissed from service. The excommunicated people are known as dissenters or non-conformists. Clarendon Code. Clarendon Code, the Conventicle Act was implemented in the year 1664. It forbade private service. 5 Miles Act, that is, it was implemented in 1665. It has announced that illegal, the non-conformist, if they preach within the 5 miles of important town, it will be declared as illegal. In 1673, they have introduced the Test Act. That means all government servants they have to take the sacrament. They are compelled to give up the doctrine of transubstantiations. So, what are the negative impacts of Clarendon Code? The Clarendon Code was very cruel. Many Puritans were imprisoned, so it became unpopular. For example, John Bunyan, the author of The Pilgrim's Progress, he ran away to France and he spent his total life in France to save himself from the problems and punishments. Cable ministry. Next, it was implemented cable ministry during the period 1667 to 1670. After Clarendon's fall, cable ministry was formed. It was formed by the 5 members. It was named after the 5 members' name. They are Clifford, Arlington, Buckingham, Ashley, Lauderdale. So it was this cable ministry. It has opposed Charles II. So there was friction between the king and the cable. So no one could be imprisoned without warrant. So this was the law implemented by cable ministry, but it was not accepted by Charles II. It has opposed Charles II. During Restoration period, there were two important political parties. During Charles I, there were two political parties. The parties are Royalists and Roundheads. The supporters of kings are known as Royalists or Cavaliers. The supporters of Parliament is known as Roundheads. They belong to Puritans. Uh, there were two political parties. One is Tory, and another one is Whig. Tories. Tories are otherwise known as Royalists. They are the supporters of the king. Their interest is on land, and they belong to Anglican Church. The next political party under the title Whigs. They are the supporters of Parliament. Their interest on commercial things, and they belong to Puritan Church. Restoration literature. Puritan age, it has given lot of rules and regulations to the entertainment people. So Puritan age is very excessive, restrained to creative writers. But during the Restoration age, the pendulum swung to the opposite extreme. There were so many poets, prose writers, and dramatists. For example, Dryden Samuel Butler, they are known famous poets. Dryden, Thomas Hobbes, Evelyn Pepys, they are famous prose writers. Picardy and Congreve, they are known for their dramas.